guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so what do we got here today? So the whole purpose of this video and why I bought all these ratchets is to kind of give us some options as far as for mid-range ratchets. And when I say mid-range, I'm going to go into further spectrum of flex head comfort grips. So my preference is comfort grips. I do like hard handles. I used them in the past, but over time, the comfort grips are just much nicer when working on cars, especially when you're not using power tools. Just, makes things a little bit easier on the hands. And that's just my preference. Some people do like hard handle ones, no comfort grip or whatever. So to each their own. But anyway, so I wanted to find a variety of ratchets that are out there on the market right now. That basically kind of meet these price points. As far as 3/8 flex head, and that's another thing too. I do love flex heads. I just think they're more versatile. And then, so 3/8 flex heads under $100, and then 1/4" drives that are under $50. And this is what I've gathered so far, what I've scoured on. Now, obviously, I've had the Gearwrench ones for a while now. I've been doing okay. The 1/4" drives in the non-flex head ones, I've had one unit that I had to have warranty out, and then the flex head one, I believe it was this one that I had to warranty out as well too. Just the internals kind of locked up. But what I found was that it was just once you kind of open it up, and it wasn't really greased very well, so I just used some synthetic oil on there, not oil but lubricant, so it works perfectly fine now. So anyways, so I got the Gearwrench unit, and this one actually came in a set, and it comes with this little tray right here, and these are lifetime warranty. So you just submit a claim through them on their website, and they send you a new unit. You send pictures or videos or whatever, explaining what the issue is, and they'll send you a new unit. The 3/8 drive, have not had any issues with it. Been a great unit so far. Overall, I think for the money it's okay. And there's the part numbers for each single item. 81210T. Handle isn't too bad. Same thing for the 1/4". I think it's got some good length on it. Now the overall density, when I say density, just the metal itself that's used, isn't as strong as others from what I've personally experienced. It just doesn't feel like you can put a ton of pressure on there before it snaps, and that's just, especially on the 1/4" drives, I wouldn't put too much on there. Now the internals, I don't know. I think I feel it more in the handle itself, the shaft, before anything else. So that's something. But the 1/2" drive ones, I mean, they're great. I've taken off control arm bolts with these and no issues. But that's separate. Now, so I would on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give these a 6. So there's that. Recent purchases. Now the 3/8 one I have not used yet. This one was just bought brand new. And the reason I got these is because my daughter actually has a Craftsman set that I'm building up for her, and that's the main reason I got these. But I also like the design of them. They kind of resemble the Mac Tools comfort grip style on their line, and of course they're all owned by the same parent company, Stanley Black & Decker. So they're going to show some resemblance. But the handle on these, I wish they would have done better. Because, I mean, guys with bigger hands, that, maybe that's why they did the knurling up here. So, but this thing here is tiny. Look at that. I mean, compared to the Gearwrench one, the Gearwrench one comes up at least to, you know, halfway up my pointer finger, whereas this one here, I mean, it's only halfway up to my middle finger. So I wish I would have done a better design on this one. And this one right here is going for about $69 on either Ace Hardware or Lowe's. So, and it is a seal design, so you can't service them. You just basically, if something was wrong with it, you just have to warranty it out. The Gearwrenches you can service. There's a retaining ring right there, and the mechanism on this these are metal. So, and it is kind of more recessed in there. This one's actually pretty flat all the way down, so that's really good. And you can adjust these. Same with this one as well. This one's got an Allen on here as well. And the same thing for the 1/4" drive, sealed, non-serviceable. Switch is metal, sits pretty flush. So that's the Craftsman one. There's a part number for the 3/8 drive, part number for the 1/4" drive. And if you have any questions below, of course, just leave a comment down below. I'll try to get the answers for y'all. And if y'all want me to do separate videos on each set, then that's fine as well. And this is the Genius Tools. This one I paid about $30 for this one on eBay. There's the part number 282262P. Sorry for the glare. And it is kind of a rounder head design, and the switch is back and forth like that. And this one, I believe you can probably pull that Allen screw out and service it. There is no adjustment bolt here. It is pinned on both sides. And it's kind of a detent style. There's no detail on these Craftsman ones. The Gearwrench ones are detented, so they kind of lock in that position somewhat. But for these, yeah, these you only have either straight or just that's it. So there's only that one spot. Here's the 3/8 drive one. And this one here I paid $35 on eBay. So you kind of have to shop around for this one. Handle's okay. Fits the hand. Plastic's kind of a cheaper plastic. As far as country of origin, so if you look at the package on the Genius Tool ones, they show a Canadian flag, probably for the parent company, but these are actually made in Taiwan. Same thing with the Craftsman, they're made in Taiwan. I believe the Gearwrenches were Taiwan as well too. Now I know Gearwrench, some of their stuff is made in China, but a lot of their stuff is made in Taiwan. Same thing like these sockets. So, all right. So there's the Genius Tools ones. Here's the Icon ones. So 1/4" drive. So I found these actually cheaper on eBay. Paid $30 for this one. Does have a serviceable head. It's flex head. It's got a torque screw in there for adjustment. There's no detents or anything. And I'll show you all the I'll let y'all hear the teeth here in a little bit for all these ratchets. So there's that handle, really nice handle. Fits the hand really well. There's part number. So really nice design. And then here's the 3/8 drive one, part number right there. Really nice handle on this one as well. So same thing, torque screw there. Now these switches don't sit flush, which is still fine. Torque screws on the faceplate to service them. Same thing, no detent. And these are made in Taiwan as well. And here's the Diehard ones I've shown previously. Same thing, pretty nice handle. Torque screw there, no detent. This one uses Phillips screws for the faceplate. It is serviceable. And I've been using these for a few weeks now. So far, so good. Nice handle. Now the density on these feel really great. Putting pressure on them, no issues. Even with this longer Gearwrench one, you can tell that the shaft sizes, this one's a lot thicker than this one. I mean, I just feel like I put more leverage on this one as opposed to this one. Even with the Craftsman one, I mean, even though this shaft is a lot thinner, it just feels stronger. So those are kind of things when you pick up these ratchets, you know, you kind of want to, once you start handling a different variety of brands, you'll start noticing, you know, what the limitations are of them. So, and then obviously once you go into the higher brands, then, you know, you don't really have to worry about those kind of issues. And I'll dig into that later. But yeah, let's go ahead and hear the teeth on these things. So these are really nice. These Diehard ones. Now, you'll probably see that they kind of look kind of close, but a little bit different designs. I mean, ratchets, a lot of them are going to look, you know, that's one thing I always just notice online. People say, oh, they look the same. Yeah, there are some similar designs, and obviously, you know, they could probably come in from similar plants or whatever, but you can only design so much on a ratchet, you know, as far as making them look different. So, especially depending on where they're coming from. But these sound really good. But you can hear the teeth sound really different, sort of. It has a different pitch to it. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. This one sounds a little bit lighter as opposed to this one. Very clean sound on this Icon 3/8. Now I know that they did the redesign. This is the 2.0. They did the redesign on the from the previous 1.0s. Let's compare the thickness of heads. So yeah, definitely different sounds in the teeth. So even though they look similar, built differently. All right, now these Genius ones are really coarse. Much coarser than the other ones. So some people have preferences as far as, you know, how coarse they want it or whatever. Now these Craftsman ones, let's see if I can get the package. Let's see. I forgot the tooth count on this one. So enclosed. And yeah, full lifetime warranty. I guess I'll have to dig that one up online and share it later. So I think it's a 90 tooth, but they sound rough, but that's just how they're supposed to sound from what I've seen on other users that have bought these. But I've used old school Craftsman ones, and they've all sounded like that, even if you put wheel bearing grease in them. And then the Gearwrench. So yeah, I mean, when you're looking at budget line ratchets, you can't have expectations of a snap-on ratchet or a Mac ratchet or Matco ratchet in terms of performance, reliability, and durability, because you're not paying those prices. Now, here's the hard part and the caveat to things. I'm starting to see the prices of these gear wrenches go up significantly online. I think for this set here, I may have only paid $60 at the time, and this is a couple of years ago already. So, but now I've seen these sets go for over $100, which is to me ridiculous, because obviously that's, you know, double the price, and I don't think it's worth it, regardless of what Gearwrench may promote or whatever the case is. So I don't know if it's them actually selling it at that price or just other sellers, but I mean, when you're not passing on the savings to the mechanics, the DIYers, or whoever's buying these tools to what they're actually worth, to me that's a letdown. So that's something that they probably want to reevaluate. Now, I'm seeing a lot of other manufacturers that are trying to promote themselves as professional quality, regardless of whoever's design they stole or whatever, or bought. You can't, to me, you can't sell at those price ranges when you haven't even, you know, made a name for yourself in terms of reliability, especially when you're a company that's only, you know, a couple years old or whatever. These, you know, that's one thing I got to give to the tool truck brands and stuff like that. I mean, they've been around for ages, and even though the prices are kind of high, there's different standards, obviously, right? It's like Lexus to Kia or something. Now, as far as what the market drives in terms of pricing, that can go up and down in the tool world as well too. But at the end of the day, to me, the way I view things is, you know, mechanics aren't making more money, depending on, you know, the environment, the where they're working at. So I think tool prices should still stay pretty fair. That's my belief. So yeah, so there's the Gearwrench set. The Craftsman set, I don't know, price wise for these, this one's $40, like I said, and this one's about $60 something. So I think this set's pretty decent price for what it is. I just wish the handles were better on them. These are both in the $30 range. But of course, you can see quality, and the gears obviously fit that price range. So that's that. And then the Diehard ones, like I've shown before, I got this whole 3-piece set: 1/4-inch drive, 3/8 drive, 1/2-inch drive, plus the bent handle one for $100 plus tax, you know, so under $110 shipped to me. So definitely good purchase on this one. I do like this set. It's pretty nice. And then the Icon ones, obviously I haven't had use on yet, but everyone should know Harbor Freight's prices. Yeah, they've gone up, but to me that's still mid-range prices. I think this one regular normal price is $39. This one here is 50, like 50 or whatever. Sometimes they have coupons, whatever the case is. But yeah, so there's that. So I think that's pretty good deals for mid-range. If you're looking for those kind of options, obviously I think if you go over the $100 range and your budget's over the $100 range, then you should definitely start looking at either used or new decent price selling higher brands such as Matco, Mac, or Snap-on. But if you want to stay under $100 range, per ratchet, of course, some of these you can get, under $100 for the set of 1/4" 3/8. But yeah, these are the options that I've seen available, and obviously some of the ones that you've seen me use, these and these. This is what I think in terms of comfort grip, flex heads. Well, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good weekend.